Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the Understand Murdaugh podcast, which is a subdivision of the Understand SC podcast. We are here to take a deeper look into the saga of Alex Murdaugh and the associated cases related to him and his large network of friends and associates. This is a story that's been going on now here in the Lowcountry of South Carolina for more than a year and a half. So you might wonder, why are we doing this now? Well, we have a pretty good answer for you. First of all, I'm Glenn Smith. I'm the watchdog and public service editor for the paper. I oversee the investigative team and our special projects.
And I'm Avery Wilks. I'm an investigative reporter at the Post and Courier on our projects team, and I cover everything from politics in the state house to local corruption.
Avery has been, I would say, the point person on the Murdoch Saga for months and months and months, and has been keeping track of all this stuff. I've been working with him as an editor and also as a fellow reporter at times. One of the reasons we really thought it was a good time to take a step back and do this and maybe recap the case and highlight some of our more in-depth contextual coverage is because this case is just a many-headed beast. It is sprawled out over the last several months to involve scads of lawsuits and this wide-ranging cast of characters that makes it even difficult for people following the case full-time like ourselves to understand. Wouldn't you say that's the case, Avery?
Absolutely. A few months ago, I had to create a spreadsheet tracking all of the various civil litigation, criminal cases, just everything going on with this case, because it is basically a full-time job just to keep up with all the cases that are going on and all the key players and what they're up to. This is a story that sort of began for most people as a murder mystery. Sort of this tabloid story that you could pick up on your way to check out at the grocery store. But it really goes back to questions of obstruction of justice after this 2019 boat crash. It touches on questions about the legal profession as a whole, about the banking profession, about how people in power can take advantage of their positions, about the judicial system in South Carolina, and about the system in which we investigate misconduct complaints against both judges and lawyers. So in some ways, this is, a case, a story about this, legal dynasty, this prominent family, and how it's sort of starting to topple in South Carolina's Lowcountry. But in other ways, it really touches on larger societal factors that we're certainly interested in exploring.
As I said, the case is just grown so exponentially over the last several months. We thought it might be very helpful for both new readers and listeners, and for those who have been with the story, trying to keep track of it all these many months, to take a step back and maybe recap some of the developments, take a deeper look, and provide greater context, and get at some of the roots of the angles driving this story.
Exactly, and we're about to learn a lot more about Alex Murdaugh, about his alleged financial schemes, about the double murders down in Colvin County last June. There are a bunch of trials coming up for Russell Lafitte, the former CEO of Palmetto State Bank, who is accused of being Alex Murdaugh's accomplice in those financial schemes. We've got an upcoming trial in the double murder case involving Alex Murdaugh. And we've also got an upcoming trial in the 2019 boat crash lawsuit against the Murdaugh family. So this is really an opportune time for us to start digging deep and really try to get our hands around the story as we have for the past few months. And I think a great time for us to start this podcast as well.
It's really an extension of the work we've done over the past couple of years with Understand South Carolina, really to provide greater context and background of what are these forces that drive events in South Carolina, provide better understanding of the forces at play.
Exactly. We're not just here to regurgitate what we are reporting in the paper, but we're here to also provide context, insight, some behind the scenes into our reporting, as well as, a preview of what's to come in these stories.
This has been Understand Murdaugh. part of Understand South Carolina, a series of podcasts by the Post and Courier. Today's hosts were Glenn Smith and Avery Wilks, produced by Nathan Stevens, and music provided by Lexan Music. Tune in next time to dive deeper into the Murdoch Saga.